give us a dose of who you are.
My name is Vitamin. I'm from Providence. Um, I started my journey out about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I was in a lot of heat, a lot of stuff, but I found my wife, and my wife turned me to God. And I was making a lot of bad music, a lot of terrible music, and just couple months ago, I finally made that commitment to stop being lukewarm and really get out there and do stuff for God, serve in the
Amen.
church and stuff.
Amen. Obviously, bro, before you got saved, you had bars. Because when I see your visuals on IG, this you're not just this dude that woke up and decided to rap, bro. You got some serious bars and you
Yeah.
got some serious production behind you. Talk about how long you've been doing music.
I started rapping when I was 9 years old. Started making music on a little tablet with a
Yeah.
speaker right next to it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was only up from there. I was in a program uh, from DCYF, and they got me in the studio when I was 11. Made my first real professional track, and then from there I started producing on myself, on my phone and stuff. And then I got the setup a year ago, I think, and then I started producing myself.
So you do your own production.
I do my own everything. Yes, sir.
It's fire. It's fire. Who was that was with you in the video that I saw on Instagram?
That was my friend GMTJB, but I don't make music with him anymore. That was a long time ago. I
Got
just
you.
needed some visuals, so I used.
Got you. How shocked were you when you found this world of Christian hip hop and you were like, oh, they got a whole movement going on? How shocked were you to find that out?
I was pretty shocked. I first got off on. I don't know if you know who Aha Gazelle is.
I do. Very much so.
Yeah, he was my first. My wife put me onto him, and I was like, "Wow, this is crazy. I could really do this."
He put you on
Because
to
I
a real
thought
one.
that, yeah, I thought if I gave my life to God, this is when I first started out. When I first got saved, I was like, I gotta stop making music altogether. I didn't know that I could do this whole. And then first Christian song I made, I was like, I can't think of anything to say. Prayed about it, and God just gave everything to me, and I just started snapping on the beat.
Okay.
Know what I
So,
mean?
so where are you as far as your process? Like, have you dropped the EP? Are you just doing singles right now? Like, what's your process?
I got a couple. I actually got a song coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um,
We
but
talk about that.
I want to drop an album, but I don't have enough portfolio yet.
Okay. 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 Yeah, we're gonna help you with that, bro. We're gonna help you with that. You definitely need to
Thank you.
be heard, man. Like when I heard you, like I told you in the message, I was like, I think you're the best kept secret in CHH right now. Like if I had the
Thank you,
funds,
man.
if I had the funds to put behind you and just market you and put you on my label, I'd be like, listen, I found a treasure on an Instagram account that had 2 followers and 2 posts. That tripped me out. I was like, oh, I got to hit him
That
up.
means a lot, bro. That,
Man, I'm so
that means a
glad that
lot.
it does, man. Shout out to your wife, man. This is kind of the things you can expect when you come over to the body of Christ, bro. Like we're loving on everybody over here. We want to make sure that everybody feels welcome. We want to make sure that you have a platform. I don't know if I told you a lot about my tenure with CHH, but I'm actually a Christian hip hop Hall of Famer, first ballot, Stellar Award winner, Sirius XM satellite, syndicated radio host, won numerous awards. I can't tell you how good God has been to us, man. We're the second largest content
Thank you.
providers of Christian hip hop. We've got our own distribution platform, 19 years in the game, 250,000 followers on social media, and we've been here from the beginning in the trenches with like early days, man. 2005 is when we got started. So you can tell we've been here a minute. And so to find you and to get to know you is a blessing, man. I started the Independent Artist Spotlight 10 years ago because I knew that there was going to be a need for independence to say, hey, I'm just starting out. Who do I talk to? Right. And so I'm so
Right,
glad we
yeah.
found each other and I'm looking forward to building with you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
This means that's my
Absolutely.
first interview ever.
I know you told me that. You were like, hey, what should I say? What are we going to talk about? I was like, man, I just wanted to be a conversation. Just let it be a
Yeah.
conversation, bro. So tell me a little bit
Wow.
about your wife, man. You said you met your wife, and that's when you started to work on your walk with the Lord. What was that like for you coming to the Lord through somebody who was just like giving you an example of who he was?
So what actually happened was I was chasing. We worked at Burger King together. We was 16, 16 working in the back. I was like, hey, you want a nugget? You want a French fry? I got you. And she was like, hey, if you want to get with me, you gotta be saved. And I was like, oh. So I was like, um, how do I do it? I never heard of this before. You know what I mean? And she invited me to her grandmother's house where I met. Um, I think he was a pastor or he was working in the ministry. His name was Elijah. He was from Trinidad,
Mhm.
and he just prayed with me, and he was like, "I'm gonna show you what's up." And I felt the Holy Spirit for the first time, and I just couldn't stop laughing, and that was just it was up from there. That's it.
And bro, like that is so special to hear.
Yeah.
Um, I've been walking with the Lord since I was a little boy, man. Probably like 6, 7 years old. I mean, as long as my parents could tell me who Jesus was, I was like, okay, that's who I'm serving. Cool. So I giggle when I hear people have stories like yours, where the Lord is like, he has such a sense of humor, man, where he'll like get at you when you least expect him to, right? Like you're
Yeah,
sitting up here trying to flirt with a girl. You didn't know he was gonna change your life through this person,
I know, right?
and so and it's funny because a lot of times when a young lady will say, hey, you got to be a Christian or you got to be a man of God in order to get with me, most people are like, whatever. So your wife must be fly for you to be like, wait a minute, tell me about this guy. How do I get to know him? How do I get to serve him? That's amazing, bro. Like that is so exciting to hear.
Yes, sir.
That is so exciting to hear. um Man, tell me about your upbringing, because it sounds like this is going to be a story full of testimony. Of You say you didn't have a relationship with Christ. No one introduced you to him. Tell me about your upbringing.
Well, I can't lie. I did know about it because my brother is really Christian.
Okay, good.
My brother, raised by his dad, he was trying to get me saved, but I never listened because he's my brother. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's just talking, he's just chatting. But yeah, he did try. But my upbringing was pretty bad. I don't want to say it's terrible because people definitely have it worse,
Yeah.
but definitely you'll hear it in my music. You'll hear all the stories that I got and that God saved me from. Just a lot of drugs, stealing cars, um, ter- terrible childhood, man. It was just bad. But I'm saved now and I'm being healed through Christ. And um, I'm a big believer that Christ can heal no
Amen.
matter what. Yep.
Amen. Amen. Yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir.
it's got to be exciting for you to, stumble upon this new world. And then, your brother as well, man. I'm sure he's excited for you.
He is, yeah.
Having Yeah, yeah. Like the Lord says in the word, man, the scales will be over our eyes until that time, until he's ready to reveal himself. So, yeah, amen that he's revealed himself to you. And it looks like it's going to pay off. So, you mentioned that Aha Gazelle was like one of the first people that you listened to. Who else have you listened to, and who are you like vibing with in CHH?
I like Alex Jean.
Okay.
I like Aha, obviously. 1K Few. I
Okay.
like a couple of other people. What's his name? Hovey. I like Hovey. I'm
Oh,
like
who
Hovey, he's
does?
fire.
Yeah, yes, very dope.
I listened to a couple of Lecrae songs on my
Okay.
playlist.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's about it. I'm trying to tap in more too. I've been asking people, like, yo, give me your playlist. I'm trying
Yeah.
to trying to
Yeah,
find more
man.
music.
I'm the feature guy. So when you're ready for a feature, hit me up and I'll see who I can reach out to for you. Um, I do have a strong relationship with 1K Few. Aha Gazelle, I've met him before, but never really connected like to the point where, we exchanged numbers or anything. But Hovey, yes. Actually, Hovey was on my show when he announced that he had gotten signed. He was on my show before he got signed. He was on my show after he got signed. So yeah, Hovey is definitely family to us.
Wow.
So yeah, you like some real ones, man, and that's really good. The song Tomorrow, let's talk about that. What are we gonna get out of that song?
The song Tomorrow was ooh, it's gonna be a good song. It's probably my best produced song so far that I've ever done. I really like the production that I did on it. A lot of glitch and reverse reverb. I really like that, the reverse reverb.
Okay. So,
Um
so is Tomorrow gonna be the first time you drop a single? Because I couldn't find you on streaming platforms to listen to the music.
it's gonna be my second.
Yeah,
I I can link you my Spotify later. I'll send it to you
that was hard to
because it's really
find.
hard to find. Because there's like the way I was releasing music before, I have like 5 pages, so it's like,
Yeah,
how are people gonna find me, man? I can't delete it or anything, so
yeah.
I gotta.
I usually do a lot of homework on artists before I do a spotlight interview because the whole idea of the spotlight is to get to know the man behind the music or the woman behind the music, right? And so I
Yeah.
like to know the music so I can ask questions about the inspiration behind it. But you pretty much told me that the inspiration is coming from your past life, the life you're living now, and the life that you're living through Christ ultimately. So we definitely know where your inspiration comes from. Talk to us about the production that you chose for the song and what you were thinking when you decided, yep, this is the one. This is what I'm rocking with.
Um. So I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to learn. I want to like get a different DAW, a DAW
Okay,
of
yeah,
recording because I use BandLab right now.
okay.
So like that's like pretty basic. I want to get into Logic Pro though. I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I'm trying to get into that. But I'm pretty sure I've almost perfected, not perfected, but gotten pretty good at BandLab
yeah.
where I
Okay.
can kind of make it sound professional.
Yeah. Well, you did say you were rapping since 9. Did you ever put out any music as a mainstream artist?
I do have another Spotify that I just switched over to this new Spotify to release my Christian music because I was creating pretty rank music over there.
Yeah.
Pretty bad music, man. I wouldn't suggest it, but
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it was just another one.
yeah. what what runs through your mind when you're like, this is like 5 years ago, right? How long have you been saved?
I would say about 2.5, 3 years.
2.5 years. If anybody had told you that you were going to be walking with the Lord this heavy and putting out music for Him that edifies and glorifies the body of Christ, would you have believed it?
No, I wouldn't have.
What was your
No.
first impression of it? Were you thinking it was corny? Were you thinking it was like uh, taboo? Like, what were your thoughts about like coming to Christ and the whole nine?
I just didn't think it would have been for me, really, because the way I was living back then, I didn't think that that could have been me. I thought I was too far gone. You know what I mean?
Um, that's gonna minister to somebody. How how hard was it for you to give up the things that you had idolized in that previous life?
That's a really good question, bro. It was a lot of fight between me and my wife, a lot of
Mm,
fight between me and God. I wasn't getting the blessings that I could have gotten because I was still trapped in that lifestyle. Even though I was saved, I was still doing the bad stuff that
mhm,
God was like, "No, you can't do that." So
uh-huh,
I wasn't getting the blessings that I deserved, and not that I could have been getting. And
mhm.
yeah, and then I finally made that switch, and I feel so much like a weight has been dropped off me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have to change association as well? Like the people you used to run with? Or did they understand your transition and were they welcoming of it?
I brought a couple of people that I used to make music with. I brought them to church, but they didn't stick with it, sadly. And I still talk to them. I still keep in contact, but I haven't hung out with them. I haven't really been doing the stuff that I used to been doing.
Wow, that's good, man. That's really good. That's really good. Um, what do you say to somebody who's in your position 5 years ago today? Like, what do you say to that person? that's out there like, man, I wanna give my life to Christ fully. I'm still in love with the way this worldly stuff makes me feel. I got too many friends involved. I got too many, partners that I don't want to leave behind. Like, what do you say to the person that's sitting back watching this interview and they're in the position that you were in just 5 years ago?
I would say don't give up, and it's easier to pray than to act like you know it all. You gotta ask questions. You gotta go around, and you gotta get the experience that you need to be
Yeah.
able to make that switch. Some people get it like that. They'll just drop everything. Some people take a little bit longer because they can't. They feel torn, like they're ripping apart of themselves. You gotta break your flesh, and you gotta just dive deep into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Open up that Bible, read, because half 9 times out of 10, you open up a Bible to a random page, it's about what you're going through.
Yeah.
So most of the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What is it that you want to see for yourself 5 years from now?
I want to be up on a stage, man. I want to be performing. I want to get my word out. I want to touch people that have never even heard about God.
Okay,
I want them to be listening to me.
I got something for you. Have you ever heard of Flavor Fest?
I never heard him.
Okay, you said, did you say you're in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard okay, so Flavor Fest is the largest festival in the Southeast. It's a Christian hip hop festival, and they do a festival in November. And for the last, well, I'd say since 2013, we've been a part of it either as a sponsor or as a curator. We curate what they call the beat battle. So the Trackstarz beat battle, and it's where we put
Yep.
producers up in a battle format against each other, and then we crown one the winner, and they get to go home with a bunch of cash and prizes and stuff like that. Um, Flavor Fest artist submission ends in January of every year. In order to get on the stage, you have to have a letter of recommendation from your pastor and from another person. I want to sponsor you in that and being that other person that writes the letter for you, bro. I believe in
Wow.
you. I believe in you, and I really think that your music has message and power. And I think that it needs to be, like I said, on a stage. I can help you get on stages. I truly believe that that is something that um, God is God is setting you up for in this position because you're all about humility, bro. You know what? Yeah, you know what's crazy? As I talk to you, I got the same feeling when I first talked to Hovey.
Yeah.
Look at where God has him. Hovey was the most humble guy about his ministry, about his walk, about loving the Lord. And I get that same purity coming from your experience because we all start somewhere, right? Like Hovey is a Christian kid, church kid, grown up with his parents, in the faith and everything. And here you are, a newer believer, right? But your heart for God is so thirsty, and I can see that through your passion, bro. So I want to sponsor you, bro. So when we hang up, I will send you my number. Let's keep in touch. Let's make sure that any questions you have about getting in this space, you come to me and come to my team, and we'll make sure that we get those questions answered for you, bro. I just talked to a kid yesterday, 16 years old, and I told him, man, listen, whatever you need, just hit me up first so I can steer you in the right direction. He had a ton of questions. He kept texting me, and he's like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just need to know, what do I do here? What do I do there? And I said, bro, no question is beyond you asking me because I've been here for 20 years and God put me in a place where I could be able to give back. So, absolutely, bro, would love to work with you and figure out what you need. Just tell me what you need, and we will go from there. And I'm so glad it goes down in the history books that I was your first interview. That is dope, man.
Thank you.
That is dope. Yeah, that is dope,
Yeah.
bro. So I know we've been over time, and I know you got like what 30 minutes on your break,
Yes, sir.
which is probably over. Listen, Vitamin, tell your wife, thank you, bro. Tell her I said hello, salute. We appreciate what you're doing for the body of Christ, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you grow. Tomorrow, I got a special surprise for you, so check back with me tomorrow. I'm probably gonna send it to you via text or Instagram, but special surprise for you, bro. Yeah, let's link up again tomorrow.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate everything, man.
Absolutely. Listen, tell everybody where they can find you, how they can support you, and how to look out for the song that releases tomorrow.
Spotify OS Vitamin, and it's the picture with the guy holding up his hand. That's the picture that you want to look for.
Okay. OS Vitamin. Okay, because I typed that in and I couldn't find OS Vitamin.
All right, I'll send you a link.
Yeah, send me the link. Let's do it like that. Send me the link. All right, well, listen, man, you heard it first, man. Vitamin is in the building. He's a new one he's a new one in the fold, man. We welcome him with open arms, and I'm looking forward to you guys supporting his music. Go out there and like, subscribe. Hey, we need to get my man more than 2 followers, y'all. We got to do that. We got to get his numbers. We got to get his numbers up, man. So y'all go do what you do. This is your man, Ryan Righteous. This is the Independent Artist Spotlight, and we're out. Hey. Vitamin.
Amen, bro.
Thank you, bro. Hey, before you go, man, I want to